everybody, back again with another video. Hope you're doing well. Hope your life's going well. Hope this week has gone well for you. And I hope that today has gone well for you. Today is Monday. It is July the 21st, 2025. It is about 7:57 p.m. Central Standard Time, and I hope that y'all are having a wonderful start to the work week. I hope it's been a wonderful Monday for you, and I hope it's been a non-stressful and productive start to the work week for you. I want to say rest in peace to Malcolm Jamal Warner, who famously played the role of Theo Huxtable on The Cosby Show. He tragically passed away yesterday in Costa Rica. I was looking at the news report. It said that he drowned, and so just a very tragic situation. Condolences to his family, and it was just very unexpected. When I was a kid, I watched The Cosby Show, and I remember him from that show, and he was a really good actor. He played different acting roles very, very well. Like, you could tell he really took acting seriously, and it shows. He was really, really good. And so it's just very, very sad news. Life is short, and the truth is, we just don't know when we're gonna go out of here. So just live life, and just try to make the most of the time that you're here. But yeah, I saw that news, and I was like, man, that's sad. That is sad. I was like, man. So yeah, I saw that unfortunate news earlier this afternoon, and yeah, I think they said something about he got caught in like a current or something like that, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see what it says real quick. Well, it was something about like he got caught in like a current. Let me see. Let's see what it's saying here. Okay, because I think they said something about like let me see. They said when a current pulled him deeper into the ocean. And so they said that there was some people that tried to help, but unfortunately they weren't able to save him. So yeah, that's tragic situation. But what I want to do a food review on in this video is chopped clams, canned clams. Now, I've had this for a few weeks now. I've been meaning to do a food review on this earlier, but I just was putting it off for some reason. I don't know. But I finally got around to this. I never knew that they had chopped clams, like canned, to where you can literally eat them out the can. It's interesting. So let's read what it says. So it says Snow's brand wild caught chopped clams served in clam juice. Clam juice. I never heard of that. Let's see. So nutrition facts: 2 servings per can, and 1 serving size is 1/3 of a cup. So for 1/3 of a cup, we have 0.5 grams of fat, no saturated fat, no trans fat, 25 milligrams of cholesterol, 530 milligrams of sodium. So a bit on the higher side when it comes to the sodium, because this can is really not that big. So we have 4 grams of carbs, no fiber, less than 1 gram of sugar, 5 grams of protein. So not a lot of protein in this here. So the ingredients: clams and clam juice, water, salt, sugar, sodium tripolyphosphate to retain natural juices, calcium, disodium EDTA to protect color. Distributed by Snow, San Diego, California, and this is a product of the United States of America. It says that Snow's wild-caught shot clams in clam juice are perfect for chowders, soup, sauces, or any seafood recipe. Or you can eat them by themselves, like me, like I'm about to do right now. I just want to see what it tastes like. I never had this. And then they give us a recipe for like clam dip. So I guess it's something you can dip, chips and stuff in. They give you a recipe on the back here, you see. This thing don't focus so well. But go ahead and open it. And move this back here. As you can see, let me put this up. We have the kind that you need. You need one of these things. What is this? You need one of these things. A can opener. It's always good to have one. And you just go like that. That's how you know it's sealed tight. And then, let me just do it right here, because I ain't trying to spill this. 1 second, hold up. 1 second here. Hold up. All right. Go ahead and, let me actually just do it right here. I'm just going to open it here. I'm wondering what this clam tastes like. I've heard people say that it tastes pretty good, like in recipes and stuff. I don't know about it by itself though. The smell is kind of strong. I can already smell it and I'm barely opening it. Wow, that's a strong smell. Wow. Pour this out. Pour out this juice here so I can show you all this here. Let me do this here. Hold up. I'm opening this all the way through. Okay. I just poured out the clam juice because I want to show you all what this actually looks like. Yeah, I want to show you all what this looks like. Okay, here's what it looks like. See it? Chopped clams. That's what it looks like. I've never had this before. I'm a little bit nervous. Chopped clams. And apparently, you can eat it right out of the can. Let's see. that's not bad. A little bit on the salty side, but it's not bad. I don't think I'm gonna eat this whole thing though. I don't think I'm gonna eat this whole thing though, because it's pretty salty. That's an interesting flavor. But it's definitely salty though. Canned clam. That's an interesting thing. Up until a few weeks ago, I never knew that eating canned clams was a thing. Drink a little bit of water. I need that water because it's salty. Wow. I can tell that this would go pretty good with like a seafood recipe though. Maybe not necessarily by itself, even though it's not that bad by itself, but I can tell this would be a pretty good addition on, various different recipes. I'm just drinking this water though because it's pretty salty. I got the Great Value Walmart brand. But I already ate like half of this, to be honest with you. I think that's gonna be all I eat in this video here, because you finish this water. But yeah, that's the chopped clams. That is the chopped clams. Again, Snow's brand chopped clams. And I bought this from Walmart. I remember where I bought it from. It was Walmart. Because I saw it on the shelf and I was like, that's interesting. But yeah. It's interesting, before this video, I couldn't get my microphone to work. I don't know why. It was something with the connection, but it took me a good while just to get my my microphone to work. So I'm glad it works now, but it I think about getting like an actual like professional camera, because I'm like, okay, but I want a good one, and the good ones are like really expensive, and it's like, I don't know, is it worth it? Because it's like I can use my phone as I'm doing now to like make these videos, but then I can pay a lot of money for like a professional camera. Well, camcorder. They still make camcorders, and that's what I would get. Not necessarily a camera, but a camcorder, like a professional type one. And I know it would be good long term, but I'm like, well, I can make decent videos with my phone, so that's why I still continue to use my phone. But yeah. But I know someone's gonna ask, like, why did I take that Gen Z video down? And the reason why I took that video down was because I just felt like I should have spent more time like going through the causes as to why we're seeing like Gen Z have issues with like social skills and stuff like that. Because I think that people, they watched the beginning where I was talking about the problems and how Gen Z just had issues with social skills, communication, and I talked about the reasoning. Social media, the way that these apps are designed to basically get you addicted, right? TikTok, instant dopamine hits all day, it never ends, right? Same thing with Instagram Reels. It's just all dopamine hits, and when you literally grow up on something like that, it affects you, and it affects your social skills. I mean, that's a true thing. But I just think that I probably should have like got into that earlier in the video, because I think that some people watched, but I don't think they watched long enough to like get to that part of the video where I was really explaining it. And so I was like, man, I'm just gonna take this down. I'm like, I don't care, I'll just take it down. I mean, it's true too, every generation is really like going through it with all this technology and social media. It's just the difference is that Gen Z, which I'm a Gen Z, by the way, Gen Z literally grew up on this, like older millennials and Gen X and boomers, they didn't grow up with like phones, they didn't grow up with social media, TikTok, Instagram, all this social media stuff. So it's like they still know how to like communicate, but I just think it's different with like Gen Z. And so yeah, and that's just my opinion, that's just what I've seen. But again, yes, it does affect really everybody that uses it. Lowers your attention span, anxiety, depression. It affects everybody. So that's a true statement as well. So I don't know. That's the only reason I took that video down. Because I was like, I had to really think about it, and I was like, I should have kind of went into it, earlier. And I think that's why some people were like kind of, in the comments. People they were going in on me in the comments, and so I was like, man, you know what? Yeah. But there was a lot of people that agree with me too. I mean, the truth is the truth. I mean, I don't know why. It was a couple of people that were acting like that. I didn't know what I was talking about. I know exactly what I'm talking about though, but I think I should have like explained it a little bit better. But yeah. But yeah. I don't know if y'all heard about that incident at the Coldplay. I think that's the hold up. I don't know if you heard about the incident at the Coldplay concert where that CEO of, hold on, let me make sure I'm getting it right. So there's a Coldplay concert, right? And you know how they have the little kiss cam moments where they'll catch like couples and they'll show them on like the big screen. And it went to like the kiss cam went to like the CEO of Astronomer, I think that's the company name, and he was all like cuddled up with the CHRO, Chief Human Resources Officer of Astronomer. Now the problem is, apparently, like both of them are married, but not to each other. Like they both have their own like individual spouses. So he literally got caught cuddled up with another woman. And it's like, man, that's crazy. So apparently, I think he resigned, and they placed the CHRO on leave. And that's crazy. It's like you get caught cheating in that way, man. That's sad. It really is. Cheating, to me, cheating is like grounds for like leaving a relationship, because it's like you've pretty much broken that trust. Like one of the highest levels of trust in a relationship, you broke that through infidelity, and so it's like, I believe that's grounds for like leaving a relationship. But there's some people that stick around, so each relationship is different. But yeah, that was a crazy situation right there. And I feel bad for his wife, his family, because I think they said that he had kids too. So it's like, man, that's sad, man. That's sad. But yeah, moral of the story: don't cheat. Commit to the one person that you actually want to be with. Don't be out here just, getting with a bunch of people and you literally have a spouse at home. It's not right. It's wrong. It's wrong morally. So, yeah. Yeah. Anyway, I'll go ahead and bring this video to a close. I do hope that you're relaxed. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I really do hope that you stay tuned for more videos.